Hey, Steve Zook here. Good morning. Hey, I want to share the review of my CD at Vintage Guitar Magazine. There's not too many people with reviews at Vintage Guitar Magazine for the CDs, and the review is done by Steven Stone. I'm just mentioning this not as an ego trip, but just kind of credibility for my guitar ladder system. Um, the letters I get with people that have improved their playing and composing are just incredible. You just have to trust the system. My system is not a left brain type, put everything in a box with a bunch of rules and regulations. And, it's a very right brain course. It's more about seeding the subconscious mind, seeding the musical ear. And it doesn't require a lot of thinking and a lot of theory, and it doesn't put everything in cute little boxes. And it's not just a jazz guitar course, it's a total musical course to learn the vocabulary on the guitar for many, many different styles. So if you're looking for something which is in a box with a lot of theory, with a lot of rules, a nice little 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 step type thing, then this system isn't for you. You have to trust the guitar ladder system, but it's extremely powerful. It's more the approach that people like Wes Montgomery and Joe Pass, who I studied with, used, which is a lot of ear training, a lot of chordal work. But you learn the 10 different systems of improvisation in a very organic manner. I'm not like an engineer where I break everything down and have a rule for everything. You have to trust the course. You have to give it a chance, but it really works. I've sold over 8,500 copies of my course. You have to be positive, though. You have to not be judgmental. You have to trust the material, but it's really, really powerful. But somebody recently left a review that was very, very off. He didn't even give the course a chance, and he even said that I can't play, which is pretty amazing. Right here in this review at Vintage Guitar Magazine, Steven Stone, who reviewed my CD and who also has bought guitars from me, called me a prodigious composer and player. He even says here, unlike many dealers who are primarily buyers and sellers, Zook is a very serious jazz player. I'm not just a jazz player, I'm a composer, and I'm going to play some of my music in the next video. But, I'm just doing this for credibility because, it really bothers me when somebody doesn't give my course a chance. It's really their loss because they could have so much growth through it. But, it's not like buying a piece of furniture and looking at the directions, 1 through 99. You have to trust the system. Like I said, it's more the approach of ear training, and I don't. It actually slows down. I mean, if you're the kind of person that wants musical instruction in a box, then do it. That's fine. But I found through teaching over 40 years and through studying the science of neuroplasticity, the best way for the subconscious mind and the musical ear to learn and grow. And it's not through, even Joe Pass used to say all the time, simplify your thinking or don't be thinking all the time. So the guitar ladder system is more about feeding the right brain, more about feeding the musical ear, really more about kind of inputting musical vocabulary into you. But it just always surprises me when people get so judgmental, and that's going to really hold them back musically as well. In fact, when I took a couple lessons from Ted Green, he loved my guitar ladder material, and we kind of blew each other's mind. But I just wanted to show this. You can go to vintageguitar.com, put in Steve Zook, and it says right in here some things about the Stromberg I used and some other things. But it says here, Transporter is a self-produced CD that showcases both his prodigious composing and playing skills. And I'm not trying to brag. I give the universe or God most of the credit, but I've worked my ass off. So this guy recently left something online saying I can't play, and here's my review at Vintage Guitar Magazine. So he obviously didn't give me a chance. So that's fine. I wish him the best. But it's really his loss because the growth you can get from the guitar ladder system is tremendous. But you have to trust it. You have to not try to pick it apart. You have to be positive and just do the material and not it's like people that get really judgmental about anything in life. It's going to hold you back. It's bad energy, and everything is not like instructions to put a piece of furniture together from IKEA. And if you want a bunch of rules and you want a bunch of stuff in the box, that stuff's easy to find out there. There's tons of it. My guitar ladder system, like I said, cooperates with the science of neuroplasticity. I've got over 40 years of research into it. I've seen results with students that I am not kidding is like supernatural, like miracles of growth that just blew us all away. It really works. So anyway, if you're wondering if the guitar ladder system is the real deal, it is. You can go to vintageguitar.com, read the review of my CD, and I'm going to go to another site and show you some music as well. So anyway, this is just this for now, and I know what I'm doing, and I feel sorry for people that like I said, you just have to trust the guitar ladder system. You have to trust me. I know what I'm doing, and the growth can be tremendous. And like I said, my approach does not have a bunch of rules, does not have a bunch of theory, doesn't require reading. It's ear training, like you don't, like if somebody was trying to tell you what it's like to be in the mountains and smell that beautiful mountain air, they can talk about it all day, but if you go to the mountains and stand outside in the forest and breathe the air and look at the beautiful forest, then you know what it's like. So my approach is I don't want to say it's metaphysical, but it cuts away all the stuff you don't need. You don't, when you're thinking and analyzing and putting everything in a box, it just slows you down. Now, if you're at that point and you're playing where you need that, that's fine. I mean, when I was very young, I'm going to be 65 next month, but when I was very young, I went through a time where I learned all the theory and everything. But, if you're stuck in a box, you're not going to learn to compose. So that you don't really need all that, and sure, you need to understand things like tonal centers and what chord goes with what scale and things like that, but that's available anywhere. I really cut to the chase. My guitar ladder system is going to actually help you just really have tremendous musical growth. And on the next video, I'll do some samples of some of my music at stevezook1.bandcamp.com. You can order the guitar ladder system at stevezookguitars.com.